Battle Rap Opinions, J Legend. Thank you for rocking with me. I'm at work again, another crazy vlog at work. I'm gonna be here all the way. It's 6 o'clock now. I'm gonna be here all the way 7:30 in the morning. So I'm probably gonna, I don't know, maybe drop 2 more vlogs today on my breaks. Anyway, Verb vs. Lux Face-Off Part 1. What do we take from it? First off, again, and I say this respectfully, I don't know why they have Queens Flip doing these face-offs, but this time around, he was containing himself way better than he did against Cassidy, because that was just ridiculous. And salute to Queens Flip for keeping his fucking shirt on, because, like, come on, man, there's no need for that shit. There's a bunch of men. The majority of battle rap fans watching are men. We don't need y'all. Jack Boy, one of my favorite battle rappers. Stop at the top of this shit. Just stop it. Anyway, I'm sitting there and I'm watching this, and I can't help but think that, first off, again, salute to, I believe it's Avocado who did most of that directing and, you know, all the stuff. Salute to him, URL. And for the look of things, I love the way they did it. It started off looking like a movie. I really appreciate that quality, and it creates for me more hope for the URL app. But that's another whole other conversation. I'm sitting here and I'm watching this, and the only issue I have, which is the same as before in terms of the overall thing, is that when they used other battle rappers in there to give their opinions, again, it was a bit lopsided, where it was a lot more of them talking about Verb. The reason why I'm not, you know, I don't think it's that big of a deal is because Verb earned that. Verb actually earned that. Like, when you do break down Verb's resume, whether you enjoyed his battle or not, whether you think he cared, whether you think he came full throttle or not, when you look at the resume on paper, it's hard to deny what that man does, man, and what he's capable of doing, and what his place is in battle rap. In terms of Loaded Lux, yeah, they talked a bit about Lux, but I just felt like more of the cutscenes, the way to other battle rappers, was more on Verb. And again, I don't like when that kind of stuff happens, because it almost steers a narrative. But again, like, it's hard to argue that Verb didn't deserve that to the degree, but we can't act like Lux don't either. Even though the number of matches wise, they don't add up. Now here's the thing about what Verb, what Lux was saying. I don't like how, and I understand as a competitor you have to do this, but it's almost like he gave backhanded compliments at times, and it was also like he really was like downplaying Verb's resume. And I mean, we've heard Loaded Lux say in a battle before where he goes, it's not about how many fights you had, it's who you fought. Which is absolutely true. But at the same time, that doesn't count in this situation. That isn't the same thing, Lux. That isn't the same thing. You're trying to downplay Verb's resume and try to make it seem it's like he says a quality over quantity thing. In this case, that narrative, that don't work here, Lux. That narrative does not apply in this situation. I really see. I'm from Harlem, Lux from Harlem, and one thing about Harlem dudes, well, for the most of them, not everybody, is that they're slick talkers, man, and they will double talk the shit out of you, and somewhat try to hustle, because everything, they always hustling, right? So when I'm sitting there and I'm like, Verb talks that same kind of way, even though he's from a different place. Point is, you can see how Lux is trying to sway it towards like, yo, his resume really ain't shit because he didn't show up half the time. I disagree. He didn't show up a portion of the time. There's no debate in that. But you can't possibly take your resume, Lux, and add that up to Verb's and act like that's better. Like, no, man, I'm not accepting that narrative, man. I'm just not. That's not, and I don't think anybody in battle rap should. Don't be that fucking swayed, you know. I like what they were saying about the Houston crowd. For the most part, I do agree with it. But here's the thing. I understand their reasoning for doing it in Houston, but I do like the fact that Lux was saying he wanted to do it in St. Louis, and I remember when he was tweeting that. I like the fact that Verb acknowledged that that did happen, but it didn't happen. I really do wish this would have happened in St. Louis. I really do, because for two reasons. Number one, I'm a supporter of both these guys, Verb and Lux. But I want to see how Lux was really going to perform in some place that was going to purposely be against him. Verb throws a narrative out there that New York is purposely against him. If you watch Verb's battles, you know how many times New York is sitting there supporting and showing love to some of the stuff that Verb say? You know, Verb thrives off that negative narrative. He wants to be the villain. So to always make it seem like New York boos him and all that for no reason is bullshit. And had they done that in St. Louis, I know there would have been a bunch of people who would have did it on purpose. But I wanted to see how Lux was going to react to that. Plus, I wanted Lux to have the opportunity to take that narrative away that he ain't shit outside of New York. Now, we're going to see that again here. He did battle in Jersey. But either way, I mean, that's right here. We're going to still see him do that in Houston, but it wouldn't have been the same environment. This is neutral. It's dope neutral grounds. But I did want to see him have to go through that. I just wanted to really see it. Because I was there for Mook vs. Verb. And when the battle was over, I actually shook Verb's hand and I had to give him his problem. Told him, yo, that was some warrior shit he just did up there. Because I saw all the extra shit that went on that the camera wasn't on the camera. There was a lot of shit that went on there. You know what I'm saying? And I'll just leave it at that. I spoke about it on my recaps before. I'm not going to keep going through that. Overall, watching this face-off, it didn't sway me either way. I'm still, to this day, having a problem picking a winner here. Just stay tuned, because soon I will drop my prediction blog on this. But I'm still going through it because I just think this is just so close. It's a any given Sunday kind of situation. That battle is a week away. I'm looking forward to it. Like I said, later on, I'm probably going to drop another blog about another prediction blog. Subscribe if you haven't. We are 140 something subscribers away from 1,000. Salute to everybody who subscribed and who supports. I appreciate that. You know, tell a friend to tell a friend. Let's get this 140 whatever. I think it's like 146 or 145 left that I need. And it also, after that, would enable me to be able to go live once again, straight from my mobile device. Alright? And as you guys see lately, most of my vlogs been me at work or on my lunch break. I'm just too busy, man, and bills don't stop. Even when you die, bills don't stop. Anyway, thank you for rocking with me. If you have the opportunity, please click the link in the bio. And go get you some merchandise. Go get you some shirts, stuff of this nature. We will be dropping maybe a week, maybe 2 weeks from now. I'll probably be dropping another design. You know, most of the shirts have been battle rap related. I might step out the box a little bit and put some other shirt up there that might not be battle rap related. So, you know, just stay in tune with us, man. Follow me at JLegend100 on Twitter, on Instagram. Go check out our union blogs. We need to get together soon and do another one, maybe after this Gnome event. Thank you all for rocking with me, man. I appreciate you greatly. Salute.